Ayuso, solo on the hill within 2 kilometers of stage and potentially overall honours. Ben Healy cracking ever so slightly. Derek G is pacing himself very well on this climb after victory in the time trial in Gran Camino. He is a rider who knows how to judge his own limit and to stay just a smidge south of it.
Well, they're over the steepest part of the climb. Though here's Tiberi, so he can see Derek G just up the road. He's got to keep in touch with him to stay ahead of him on GC. They're all going to overtake Filippo Ganna, and at the moment Tiberi is fighting to be second on GC. But if he's not within 5 seconds of Derek G, it'll be G. He goes into second. Ayuso up the road, that white speck in the distance, and the strongest rider has ridden away. This is the battle for the final podium spots behind.
Ayuso in control of his effort and seemingly serene in his soar to glory here today. The pre-event favourite, a little nonchalant look over his shoulder. 22 years of age, from Barcelona, the victory in the Etruria Basque country 12 months ago, and it's seemingly, inevitably, going to be added to with overall success in Tirreno-Adriatico. Already 2 wins. Heading into, from 3 days of racing, heading into this week of racing here in Tirreno-Adriatico. He's going to add another stage victory today, it seems, as the advantage over the chasing group continues to expand. It's 6 seconds showing between the chase group and Tiberi, and it's they're kind of dangling in amongst themselves at the moment. It's a little bit of a difficult moment for all of the riders. It's been a really wearying and challenging week of racing. Back up to the 7% sections here. No problem for Ayuso, for Mikel Landa on those big gears. Frantically trying to stay with Jai Hindley, and a very invested and aggressive looking Tom Pidcock trying to stay in touch and move up on general.
Well, that is the real battle now. It looks like the bird has flown as far as the blue jersey is concerned. They're getting a little bit closer to Ayuso. 20 seconds now. The gap was 24 just a few moments ago. So Pidcock, he is really pushing hard now with Jai Hindley in the wheel, Mikel Landa. So Derek G has been just dislodged once again with the extra pace being injected by Tom Pidcock.
Well, Pidcock and Landa separated by just 1 second on general classification moving into this stage. But Pidcock with, what, about 5 seconds to get on terms with Jai Hindley. So he's going to need bonus seconds on the line are going to be key for Tiberi. He's absolutely turned himself upside down, inside out. He is another rider who's wonderfully adroit in the time trial. He's a decent climber, not quite in the class of this man who's within, 700 metres now of the finish line. Another little anxious look over his shoulder, but no need to be worried right now. It's all going swimmingly indeed for Ayuso. This was the focus, this was the target all week. And it's all playing out just as pretty much everyone had anticipated. Landa has managed to reattach. It's all about Pidcock on the front. Hindley is happy enough to follow in the wheel tracks of the Englishman.
Well, Jai Hindley starting the day at 56 seconds down with a 5 seconds advantage over Tom Pidcock. So if he can just finish in his wheel, Pidcock won't overtake him on general classification. And it all depends how close Derek G and Antonio Tiberi can stay to the 3 men who are here chasing Ayuso. He's holding that gap at around 20 seconds, maybe lost a second or 2, but he's inside now the final 400 metres. Ayuso, he will take victory. He will be the new leader of Tirreno-Adriatico.
Ayuso just needs to lead these riders over the line to be absolutely guaranteed taking over the Maglia Azzurra of overall race leadership. Mikel Landa continuing to struggle in the wake by a couple of bike lengths of the leading 2 riders in pursuit of your stage leader. Make that stage winner into the final 150 metres as he tries to take on board what he's achieved today. Victory in the Phone Classic a week ago, followed by victory in Trofeo La Gueglia, and to add to that now, he's got the victory on stage 6 of Tirreno-Adriatico, and with it, the race lead. Ayuso takes the glory on stage 6 to Frontignato. That's one for the to remember for him, and one to remember too for Tom Pidcock. Another second place finish in prospect for him. He's had a few of those lately. He has the sprint to deny Jai Hindley, and that will keep Hindley behind him in the general classification, I suspect. I'll move him behind him.